Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sanchita. I hope you are doing well. Today I am going to dictate a part of a budget speech of 2014. Total words 1142, speed will be 100 word per minute. Duration of this dictation will be 11 minutes and 24 seconds. I will start my dictation after the countdown of 5. Remember that after the dictation you will get the whole passage which is divided into parts to make it more legible. It is advised that after taking dictation you must read it back and then do transcription and check it. You will also get important words relating to this passage with their outlines. Now be ready with your notebook. I will start my dictation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. India's rich cultural, historical, religious and natural heritage provides a huge potential for the development of tourism and job creation as an industry. I propose to create 5 tourist circuits around specific themes and set aside a sum of 500 crore for this purpose. National Mission on Pilgrimage, Rejuvenation and Spiritual Augmentation Drive (Prasad) shall be launched in this financial year. A sum of rupees 100 crore is being set aside for this purpose. National Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana (HIDAY) will also be launched for conserving and preserving the heritage characters of these cities. To begin with, I propose to launch this program in the cities such as Mathura, Amritsar, Gaya, Kanchipuram, Vilankali and Ajmer. I propose to set aside a sum of 200 crore for this purpose. The project will work through a partnership of government, academic institutions and local community, combining affordable technologies. Archaeological sites preservation requires urgent attention lest our ancient heritage is lost to all future generations. For this purpose, I intend to set aside a sum of 100 crore. Sarnath, Gaya, Varanasi Buddhist Circuit would also be developed with world-class tourist amenities to attract tourists from all over the world. Goa has emerged as a major international convention center. It has also been declared as the permanent venue for International Film Festival of India. There is an urgent need to develop world-class convention facilities. This can best be done in close collaboration with the private sector. Government of India will fully support this initiative to develop the facilities in PPP mode through the VGF scheme. Madam Speaker, I shall now present my tax proposals. Taxes are important for every economy to fund government expenditure on security and welfare of its people. In the interim budget 2014-15, my predecessor had set revenue collection targets for direct taxes as well as indirect taxes, which appeared to be ambitious. I propose to retain these targets and it shall be my endeavor to achieve the same. The impact of the tax changes now proposed have of course been factored into the budget estimates 2014-15. While preparing the tax proposals, I had to encounter the challenge of an extremely limited fiscal space. Nonetheless, I propose to introduce measures to revive the economy, promote investment in manufacturing sector and rationalize tax provisions so as to reduce litigation as well as to address the problem of inverted duty structure in certain areas. I also propose to give relief to individual taxpayers and to certain sectors of the economy. Let me begin with direct taxes. Madam Speaker, I do not propose to make any change in the tax rate. However, with a view to provide relief to small and marginal taxpayers and senior citizens, I propose to increase personal income tax exemption limit by 50,000, that is from 2 lakh to 2.5 lakh in the case of individual taxpayers who are below the age of 60 years. Similarly, I also propose to raise the exemption limit from 2.5 lakh to 3 lakh in the case of senior citizens. I do not propose to make any change in the rate of surcharge either for the corporates or the individuals, HUFS firms, etc. The education cess for all taxpayers shall continue at 3%. In the year 2012-13, the gross domestic savings were 30.1% of the GDP as compared to 33.7% in the year 2009-10. Increase in savings and their productive use leads to higher economic growth. The households are the main contributors to savings. Therefore, to encourage domestic investment in long-term savings, I propose to increase the investment limit under Section 80 capital C of the Income Tax Act from 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh. Housing continues to be an area of concern for middle and lower middle class due to high cost of financing. Therefore, to reduce this burden, I propose to increase the deduction limit on account of interest on loan in respect of self-occupied house property from 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh. Infrastructure and construction sectors have a significant role in the economy. Growth in these sectors is necessary to revive the economy and generate jobs for millions of our young boys and girls. As stated earlier, and with a view to attract large scale investment in these sectors, I have provided a conducive tax regime for infrastructure investment trusts and real estate investment trust to be set up in accordance with regulations of the Securities and Exchange Board of India. The manufacturing sector is of paramount importance for the growth of our economy. This sector has multiplier effect on creation of jobs. Last year, an incentive in the form of investment allowance to a manufacturing company that invests more than 100 crore in plant and machinery during the period from 1/4/2013 to 31/3/2015 was announced. Considering the need to incentivize smaller entrepreneurs, I propose to provide investment allowance at the rate of 15% to a manufacturing company that invests more than 25 crore in any year in new plant and machinery. This benefit will be available for 3 years, that is for investment up to 31/3/2017. The scheme announced last year will continue to operate in parallel till 31/3/2015. I also propose to extend the investment linked deduction to two new sectors, namely slurry pipelines for the transportation of iron ore and semiconductor wafer fabrication manufacturing units. This will boost investment in these two critical sectors. Supply of power continues to be a major area of concern for the country. Therefore, instead of annual extensions, I propose to extend the 10-year tax holiday to the undertakings which begin generation, distribution and transmission of power by 31/3/2017. This stability in our policy will help the investors to plan their investments better. Foreign portfolio investors within bracket PIS bracket close have invested more than 8 lakh crore within bracket about 130 billion US dollar bracket close in India. One of their concerns is uncertainty in taxation on account of characterization of their income. Moreover, the fund managers of these foreign investors remain outside India under the apprehension that their presence in India may have adverse tax consequences. With a view to put an end to this uncertainty and to encourage these fund managers to shift to India, I propose to provide that income arising to foreign portfolio investors from transaction in securities will be treated as capital gains. The concessional rate of tax at 15% on dividends received by Indian companies from their foreign subsidiaries has resulted in enhanced repatriations of funds from abroad. I propose to continue with this concessional rate of 15% on foreign dividends without any sunset date. This will ensure stability of taxation policy. In order to augment low-cost long-term foreign borrowings for Indian companies, I propose to extend the eligible date of borrowing in foreign currency from 30/6/2016 to 30/6/2017 for a concessional tax rate of 5%. On interest payments, I also propose to extend this tax incentive to all types of bonds instead of only infrastructure bonds. Stop writing. Now try to read it. If you find too many omissions, then you can take this dictation once or twice. Now I am showing important words with outlines. This is part 1 and this is part 2. Now the whole passage, part 1, total words 262. Part 2, total word 247. Part 3, total words 235. Part 4, total words 232. Part 5, total words 190. Thanks for watching. I hope you find it useful to you.